Hey guys, it's your girl Jelly C, and I'm back with another video. And today we're going to talk about color treating. Now, if you look at my videos and you're a regular, hey guys, you would see that I did a video in depth about Coloring 101. And I've had a few people ask about, how do you take care of your hair? I mean, Jelly C, fine, you told us how to do it correctly, color our hair correctly, but what do we do after we color? Well, today I'm going to give you a few tips that I use to treat and take care of my hair after I've colored it and to prolong the life of my color. Now, if you guys see some things that I didn't add, I would like you to add the feedback down below so that we can share. You know how I like to share around here, okay? Alright, so if you're interested in my tips for taking care of your hair post-color, stay tuned. Okay, now the first tip that I want to share with you is something that falls under the category of do as I say, not as I do. And that is hot oil treatments. Now, I know, I've come on here plenty times and complained about dry locks, and hot oil treatments definitely could have helped with that. I just don't like doing it. Something about hot oil and my hair, that's whole nother video. But a hot oil treatment is very beneficial for you. And believe it or not, I'm going to do one today because I just figured today would be a perfect time to go ahead and kick it off. I'm not going to say that I'm going to enjoy it, but I'm going to do it. So, if you don't know how to do a hot oil treatment or you need some other steps in taking care of that, leave me the feedback down below and I'll make an entirely other video just on the step-by-step for that. But for right now, yes, a hot oil treatment is very beneficial for moisture. It helps retain the pH that your hair needs, and it's very good. I usually use olive oil, or if I don't have olive oil that I want to use that abundance of, you can also use Hot 6, African's Best. I mean, I wouldn't suggest using really expensive oils like just jojoba oil to do your hot oil because that's a lot of oil, and if you buy jojoba, it's not that cheap. What I would suggest is mixing it. Excuse that vibrating, that's my phone. I promise it's not a dildo. Anywho, I would suggest mixing the jojoba with the olive oil or Hot 6 or whatever you decide to use. Whatever oil you decide to use, don't use vegetable oil, okay? I mean, don't say I told you to. Use hair oil and take care of that. Okay? Got it? Now, another helpful tip is the Aphogee treatment. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with it. I do have the leave-in conditioner right here, so you can see the spelling of Aphogee. It's Aphogee. And this is the leave-in conditioner, but it's an actual treatment system. It comes with the actual bottle about this big with actual treatment, and then there's a pH moisturizer they go together. Now, if you're familiar with Aphogee, you know that thing stink. I think it's all the protein in it with the eggs and things like that. It's very stink, and what you do is you put the Aphogee on, you go under the dryer, or if you're anything like me, you use a blow dryer and dry it, and it dries hard. You cannot comb your hair. You let it get dry and hard, and then you rinse it out. And Aphogee can take your hair from like a 1 to like a 5 with just one application. I promise. It has helped my hair tremendously. I have burnt my hair, like dyed my hair when it was perm, dyed my hair to the point where it was falling out. I mean, my hair was getting, I don't know if you know this, but if you dye your hair too much and you overprocess it, it starts to get like grainy and fine. And that's how you know your hair is being burnt away. Aphogee overnight took my hair from like a 1 to like a 5. It wasn't all the way better, but it is tremendous in helping. Now, the one thing I do want to let you know, Aphogee you cannot use every day. I wouldn't even suggest using it every week. It's that strong, and you can overprocess your hair and be done. No more hair. Finito. What you want to do is use Aphogee at least once a month, or maybe once every 3 weeks if your hair is badly damaged. But for hair that you just want to take care of and maintain because it's color treated, you need to use Aphogee once a month, not to exceed 6 applications at a time. Yeah, it's that critical, but it's worth it. It is worth it. And I put Aphogee. Aphogee was the first thing I did to combat the moisture, so it definitely had a lot to do with the way my locks are looking and feeling these days, along with the other products that I use. All right? Also, okay. Deep conditioning. Deep conditioning is so helpful. And on top of that, you don't have to per se do an extra step. Well, for those who don't condition their locks, you do have to do an extra step, but it's worth it. And for those of us who already condition, you just keep the conditioner on a little longer. Deep conditioning is the easiest way to do a little something extra for your hair, so I would suggest doing that. Now, I wouldn't suggest using this, because even though it says moisturizing, it's been proven, and you guys can see from my trial and error, that it really doesn't do much of anything. I use this conditioner when I'm mixing it with baking soda, when I'm using it to clean my locks, but for my deep conditioning, you want to use a conditioner that's very, very porous and moisturizing. And the tea tree that I bought from Trader Joe's that I showed you guys in the last video, that's fine. I use that as a conditioner anyway, so I just keep it on a little extra longer. I just put it on with my, I wring out my hair first so it's not sopping wet. I put the conditioner everywhere. I put the shower cap on and I go under the dryer for 5 minutes, or I heat it with a blow dryer. It's really not something that lasts, 5 minutes? Maybe 7 minutes, and it's definitely something that you will see throughout time beneficial for your locks. So I definitely suggest that, especially for us color-treated girls. You might want to use like Color Me Happy conditioner or something that's specifically for color to make sure that your color isn't being stripped, because that also can happen, and I will be talking about that in a few. Alright? Alright. Now, my last and final tip, and I think is the most important from the day that you color, is that you use a non-stripping shampoo. So for those of us who have our hair permanently dyed with bleach, or a permanent color, like my hair is permanently dyed black, a non-stripping shampoo which doesn't have all the fakes and sodium laurylates and those kind of things, those are non-stripping. So you definitely want to pay attention. And again, this shampoo, it's going to strip your hair because it has everything in it. I mean, it's $1. What, you know what I mean? What did I expect? I don't know, but I was definitely asking for too much. And that's the reason why this red color, that is not red. One of these red colors right here, it's a rinse that I put over it. So the non-stripping shampoo helps not to wash the rinse away. Like if you ever rinsed your hair and you see that every time you shampoo you have a lot of color going down the sink, I mean, you're going to get some, but a lot of color, your shampoo is stripping your color off. With permanent dyes and bleaches, however, there's no color to wash down the sink, so your hair is being stripped and it's staying in your hair. So think about it like that. So you want to use Herbal Essence Color Me Happy, like I said. That's the one that I like the most. I don't use it that often because I'm using the tea tree shampoo, so that's non-stripping anyway. But that's very important. Don't just color your hair and continue to use the same shampoo that you were using. If it's like $1 or $1.25, it's going to strip your hair. Find a shampoo that's at least $4, because I'm telling you a price range because that's where you're going to get the closer to natural looking shampoos and shampoos without the stripping. Now, if you also want to know what shampoos strip and don't, leave me a message down below. I'll go into depth. I'll do the research for you. But you also can just open another browser, Google non-strip shampoos, and boom, it's going to come up. It's going to tell you all the ingredients that cause the stripping and all that good stuff. Also, as an added bonus, I want to let you guys also know you should not be coloring your hair more than every 4 to 6 weeks. You really shouldn't, because color is a chemical. It's a harsh chemical because it alters the color of your hair. So you definitely don't want to continue to color on top of color on top of color. I am telling you this from my own experience, because hunty, I told you before, Aphogee had to save me because I done burnt my hair off, okay? Thank God it was loose natural, because if it was a lock, the whole lock would just be on my pillow, okay? And who wants that? Not I, said the cat. So yeah, those are the tips that I have for you. And if you have any questions, comments, you need me to elaborate on anything more, just go ahead and leave me the information down below. Tiffy Blue, hey girl, this was for you. And Aphrodite, hey girl, I believe you asked also, this is for you as well. But for all of us who love coloring our locks, we want to do it safe so that we don't have the lock on the pillow syndrome. Okay? Well... So again, if you have any other questions, concerns, you need me to go into in-depth about anything else, you want me to show you the actual products so you can see them, let me know. Leave that information down below and I'll gladly go ahead and oblige you. Alright? Until then, thanks so much for watching, guys.